Hi everybody, it's Jessica from Chambray Blues. In this video I'm going to show you how to stitch an 1/8 of an inch rolled hem. This is a very small narrow hem, works great on lightweight fabrics like organza, chiffon, or georgette. And it's not that hard to do if you know a few tips and have the right equipment. So I have ordered a presser foot off of Amazon for this type of hem, for an 1/8 of an inch rolled hem. It was maybe $2 or $3, very inexpensive, and I've got it on my machine here. And the first thing you want to do before you start is trim up your raw edge to make sure that there aren't any loose threads and that it's perfectly even. It'll make it much easier to sew. And then the next step is to sew just a straight line, 1/4 inch from the edge. We're going to use this as a guide as we sew with this presser foot. So I'm just doing a straight stitch right now with a 2.4 stitch length. And when you're using fine fabrics, you always want to just sew right off the end of the fabric. You don't want to back tack because it will cause problems in your machine. Okay, so now that I've got that line of stitching done, we're going to use it as a guide. I'm going to fold the fabric over so that that stitch is right on the fold. We're going to put it under the presser foot and just sew a couple of stitches flat. And then I'm going to put my needle down into the fabric and pick up the presser foot. And here's where we start to roll the hem. We're going to kind of coax it up into the presser foot. And you want to keep it folded where that line of stitching is as you put the fabric through the presser foot. Okay, and I'm using just a 2.4 stitch length on my machine. Now it takes a little practice. I wouldn't try it on your best garment right away. I would try it on some scraps first, because you want to keep that line of stitching going evenly into the machine and folding over to this loop in the metal on the presser foot. I'm going slowly because I want to make sure that it turns out right. And I do not recommend pins for this at all. Pins in lightweight fabric like this are a disaster. Just keep stitching. The object is to keep it folded over evenly. If it's not folded enough or if it's folded too much, it won't catch in the seam that you're making. If your fabric is very soft and flimsy, you might try spraying it with a little bit of hairspray. That kind of helps keep that stiffer so that you can maneuver it better. Almost there. So right off the edge, cut your threads, and there it is. You cannot see that second row of stitching because it should have stitched right over the top of it. So it's well anchored, everything's enclosed in the seam. I don't have any raw edges hanging out. Now a couple times when I've done this, there would be loose threads or raw edges that didn't get caught in the seam, and I just put it back through the rolling hem foot one more time, and it'll just roll it over once more, and then your seam is secure and it'll work for you. So that's how to do it. It's not so bad, it's not so intimidating, but it does take practice, and the key to success is having the rolled hem foot. It will not work without it. So that's all for today, and you can find more videos on my website, chambrayblues.com. Have a great day.